All right, y'all. Let's talk about Nike. Woo! Nike versus natural women. Ooh. I guess versus transgender women. Let's talk about that. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. Now, with this story, I'm going to read through it because there's so much. And when it gets real sensitive, I like to get the facts super tight instead of just being opinion based and opining up here. So let's talk about how Nike was abandoned by several Olympians over their treatment of women before this latest controversy over a paid partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. All right. Nike's partnership with a wildly popular transgender TikTok influencer to promote its women's wear line has raised eyebrows, given that several female Olympians, natural female Olympians, including Simone Biles and Allison Felix, ditched the brand over its alleged treatment of women. Oh, we already see what we got going here. Let's talk through it. Dylan Mulvaney is 26, transitioned from male to female, starting in March 2021, documenting her experiences on social media and won a ton of fans, even an invite to meet Joe Biden at the White House. Is Jill Biden going to invite the natural women? She invites everybody, you know, the winner, the loser, natural women, transgender women. Let me stop with the jokes. Y'all know I'm going to bring levity. So if y'all tight, y'all better tune out. She's also earned millions of dollars in endorsements so far. Backlash was immediate, of course, with critics, including college swimming champion Wiley, saying the tie-up was disrespectful to women. Many also referenced Nike's history with female athletes. Yep. We all know Allison Felix, I'm going to say the again, most celebrated track and field athlete ever. She had a high-profile disagreement with Nike, now being relitigated in the light of this controversy. The choice to hire Mulvaney proved controversial, partly because she's not an athlete. Let's stop down here. Okay. One, she's a transgender woman who is now endorsing women's clothes as a non-athlete for Nike. Okay, y'all make that make sense. Grandma said, baby, it can't make sense out of nonsense, but Nike's about to try. All right. It was their previous record with women, however, that seemed to cause the most consternation. I love that word. Makes you sound smart. One person said, quote, let's talk about Nike, a brand that treats men like Dylan Mulvaney that pretend to be women better than it treats women. Oh, God. Y'all going in. In 2018, Nike brand ambassador and model 10 Olympic medalist Allison Felix got pregnant. Nike then offered her 70% less pay than her original. Wow. Another person added, see, Nike knows failing pregnant isn't a problem they'll ever have with Dylan. Oh, they said that Dylan can't get pregnant. That's why Nike ain't tripping. Interesting. A third person said, remember when Nike threatened to reduce Allison Felix's pay by 70% for getting pregnant? At least Dylan won't have that problem. All right, we get it. Y'all got the same joke. Great news for women everywhere. Let's get past all these people's comments and let's get into some more of this meat. We also know Simone Biles was sponsored by Nike from 2015 until April 2021 when she switched to Athleta. Is that how you say it? Or Athleta? Athleta. Biles said that she felt that Athleta stands for more and everything that I stand for. That's what she said in April 2021. Okay. She ended her deal with Nike as well. Now, there's another list of ladies who obviously let Nike go or Nike let them go because of pregnancy. Not going to go all the way down into that. Oh, man. So let's go here. One more person chimes in. Oh, this one's an Olympian, so let's talk about her. She said the sponsor posts were using Mulvaney and saying, look, this is a girl, this is a woman, when no woman can possibly look like that. Sharon Davies said, a swimmer, an Olympic medalist from Britain, also joined the backlash to Nike's deal. And then women are not a parody, caricature, or stereotype. Companies and those who disrespect women enough to understand they will lose customers. We will make our voices heard through our spending power and boycott companies that don't know what a woman is. Oh, woo! Lot to just digest here and dive through. Let's talk about this. Hey, where all y'all girl dads at? I remember that. Respect And rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I remember that hashtag, and I remember never, ever putting that hashtag on anything I did. Why? Because I knew it was going to have to meet a moment like this. One, I knew it was corny. Respect to those who did it, because I thought it was corny because I'm a boy dad too. Like, you think my girls are better than MJ? You think MJ better than them? So I'm just a dad. How about that? Let's just leave all of the identity politics and tribalisms and cute ways of dressing it up. Leave them to the side. Because a girl dad, okay, that was fine for the hashtags. Now, I don't hear a lot of men, a lot of girl dads speaking up for their girls. Quiet on the set. I like that better. Yeah. They must have got PC'd out the conversation. And now it's time to have the conversation. We have to talk through this because Nike, known for its athlete endorsements, now has a non-athlete endorsing women's products that is not a natural woman. That's a transgender woman. Woo! Somebody asked me to do this topic. I'm like, what do? I just report the facts on this one. I think Nike is in the wrong. That's my opinion that I will state as a fact. Once again, we're in the same place. It robs a natural woman. It will rob natural women of their opportunities because there's only so many opportunities. 2, let's empower transgender women and men by actually giving them their own, not taking from another, right? And I think the men are quiet on this because, once again, this actually shows that men are better than women. Yep. Because if you're a natural man, you can get an endorsement from Nike. And if you're a natural man that transitions into a woman, you still get an endorsement from Nike that will take from a natural woman in this conversation. You caught that? Unfair. So what are you to do? Well, girl dads out there, speak up. Girl dads out there, as they mentioned right here, your spending power, your boycott power, if it's that serious to you. I don't have a problem with transgenders. I just have a problem with we act like there's only 2 categories when transgender is a different word. like if you're transitioning from something, but it's not a full transition, it can't be. It's impossible. Biologically, it's just impossible, right? But it's a transition socially. Yeah. Well, let's create another social space. I just don't understand why people are not getting this. But in part, they're not getting this because no one's opposing it. Or I shouldn't say no one and talking absolutes, but not enough people are opposing this. So you have an Allison Felix, the most decorated athlete of all time, who goes through a natural process called childbirth, 70% pay cut. All right. Men don't have to go through that, so they get what they deserve based on what they earn. Women can earn it. Allison Felix still was running in the Olympics, last Olympics, and was still a brand. But you're a mother. You're a natural woman who's going through a natural birth process. Sorry, 70% off. All right. And then here comes a transgender woman who is popular. So obviously, you can sell things through her. But now you're going to actually let that take from other women opportunities that natural women should have. Oh boy, I don't know what you do with this because this is about clothing and shoes. And I think Nike's going to have a great pushback, which is basically saying there's no such thing as transgender shoes. You know what I mean? Like they going to wear what women wear if they're a transgender woman. They're going to wear what men wear if they're a transgender man. They're just going to wear different sizes. That's it. So it's going to be a tough one to fight, but it'll be a nice conversation to have. And that's the only thing that I'm not seeing right now is the conversation. My daughters. First of all, blessings upon blessings if they're ever Nike athletes. I mean, they're doing something right. But boy, what a problem. What an issue if they are not given that opportunity because they were robbed of it from a transgender. When people always say there's enough to go around, not Nike endorsements. Maybe enough go around in your life, in your circle, but not Nike endorsements. So this one, let's just put a to be continued because I don't think this conversation is done.